And welcome folks here to M&M Super Speedway as we get ready for All-Star Race qualifying for the Snickers Cup Series. And it looks like the fastest car in our practice session before the open races even took place, Rohit Vidarvu, is already heading onto the racetrack. This is a guy I think you really got to watch here, especially in the practice session, because in the final 2 laps of his practice session, he cut down his lap by a 1/10 of a second each lap, and that was running by himself. This is one fast Roush Fenway Ford, and Rohit Vidarvu actually has the daunting task of being the only Roush Fenway car out there to be able to pick up the win for RFR, because William Duncan, Jake Baskinger, Levi McIntyre, they weren't able to make it into the All-Star race via the Snickers shootout. So Rohit Vidarvu may have the fastest car, but he's going to have to find some friends in order to get that fast car to the front and potentially take the win in the Snickers All-Star race. Well, we have a total of 31 drivers in this qualifying session here today, and out of these 31, 28 of them are battling for a starting spot in the All-Star race. 3 drivers coming out here basically just for practice, because they will start in 29th, 30th, and 31st. That, of course, being Austin LaPlante, our Snickers shootout winner. Zach Hamlin, who's in a 1-race deal for Red Bull Racing. He ended up finishing 2nd in the Snickers shootout. He'll start in 30th place. And Trent Dunham, the fan vote winner, will by default start in the 31st position, as first lap laid down by Rohit Vidarvu is a 44.014. And you can bet they're probably going to hit the 43s here today. We were lucky if we hit 44s in the mobile qualifying session, but these cars much faster. It looks like Madison Sieber laid down the second fastest lap of a 44.032. Michael Norman Motorsports actually has every single one of their drivers in this All-Star race, and I'm not certain where she just went. I think she was actually ahead. Yep, there she is. Megan Atkins. Now, there was a little bit of a fail on my part where I failed to put Ralph Mason into the Snickers shootout. But I did get him into the Snickers shootout, but as a result, it would have been 43 cars. So one driver randomly had to make the All-Star race by doing nothing at all. I did a random draw thing, and Megan Atkins' car was the one that ended up coming up. So Megan Atkins actually is going to be in the All-Star race, and it's quite a coup there for Michael Norman Motorsports, because now they've got Megan Atkins in the 33, Madison Sieber in the 62, Jessica Shelton in the 29, Bob Jones, who's a future Michael Norman Motorsports driver in this series next year, but Michael Norman in the 3, and there's another one too that I am failing to remember, and I'm not certain who it is. Maybe if I go through the running order, I'll figure it out. But there is another driver, I think. So, but regardless, all Michael Norman Motorsports cars are going to be in this All-Star race. I think I actually may have said them all. I think there may be only 4 Michael Norman Motorsports cars. But Megan Atkins right now is 8th fastest on track. The fastest on track's up ahead of her, Sean Galligan in the number 44. And now the fan vote winner, Trent Dunham, has jumped up to the top of the leaderboard. Now, regardless of the fact that he's fastest on track, he would not start on the pole. Well, we just hit the 42s. James Silverfox and rookie Ian Dutta. Silverfox is going to be one of 2 Kyotech Audis in the All-Star race. The other one being Noah Hart, who's actually 8th fastest on track right now. But you're looking right there at the 41 and 66. And look who just cut into those 2. Second place now, Rohit Vidarvu is the 2nd fastest car on track at the current moment. Let's find the rookie in a 1-race deal, Zach Hamlin. Where is he? 17th fastest on track right now. So there's going to be 3 Red Bull Racing Toyotas in this event. Joshua Michaels and Dougie Shears had already raced their way in to the All-Star race with previous wins in this season and the second half of last season. But now they've got a teammate in rookie Zach Hamlin, who really was one of the strongest cars of the Snickers shootout. He's in a 1-race deal here. We will not see him for the second half of the season, but he has an opportunity to maybe become the first 1-race deal driver to win the All-Star race. Now, he will start back in the 30th position for the All-Star race, regardless of how fast his laps may be here in this qualifying session, but he's certainly going to be one to watch if he cuts his way through the field during the Snickers Cup Series All-Star event. And you're looking now at the fastest car on track. She was second fastest last time around. She's now the pole sitter, Jessica Shelton, in the 29 Coors Light Chevrolet out of Michael Norman Motorsports. A 42.905, nearly a 42.9 flat for that machine. As right now, Silver Fox, who I believe just came off pit road after making a pit stop, getting some fresh rubber on his Audi. He drops to second. Vedaru third. Fourth is Ian Dutta, and fifth now is Bob Jones. Cold Alley in the 88. He is now, as it looks like, the pole sitter, Jessica Shelton's going to peel off onto pit road. There's Cold Alley. Now, Dally is very lucky. He's going to have a teammate in this All-Star race. He already had one in Kyle Matthews, but he's got another one that he'll be able to work with as well, and that is going to be Austin LaPlante, who's actually 10th fastest on track at the current moment. LaPlante ended up racing his way in by winning the Snickers shootout, so there'll be 3 Hendrick cars in this All-Star race, so Cold Alley going to have his choice of which teammate he wants to work with during the course of the event. That 88 has very good numbers in the All-Star race. Remember, back I believe was Season 5, Michael Norman put the number 88 Chevrolet in victory lane in the Snickers Cup Series All-Star race. And speaking of Austin LaPlante, apparently that car that he won the Snickers shootout with is really fast here in qualifying as well. 4th fastest now for the 48 Power of Pride Chevrolet. Now, Austin LaPlante obviously very fast, but as I've said, the 2 drivers who transferred their way in via the Snickers shootout, as well as the fan vote winner, they will start 29th through 31st, so LaPlante showing off his stuff here, but he's not going to get to start up at the front of the field regardless of his fast lap time. And it looks like Mary Cole in the 18 right there, drafting with Madison Sieber. Mary Cole right now is currently 6th fastest on track for Joe Gibbs Racing. Her teammate Jacob Lawler took that hard hit in the Snickers shootout, but she will have a teammate in Dylan Schwallenberg, our winner from Talladega, to be able to work with during the course of this race. Let's jump to Bob Jones in the 27. There he is. He's got Joshua Collard, our winner from Pukekohe, right behind him. Bob Jones, as we know, is going to be moving over to Michael Norman Motorsports in that 27 next season in Season 8. As a matter of fact, it's quite interesting that Kyotech Racing and Michael Norman Racing have actually reached their driver limit for next season. They've reached 5 drivers apiece for their respective teams. Tweenix Racing's currently at 4, possibly going on 5, and then Hendrick Motorsports is also looking like they may end up having a 4-car team next year as they're switching over to Camaro. So very interesting stuff going on behind the scenes here. There's actually Sean Henley on pit road. 28th fastest right now for that Tweenix Racing Chevrolet, our winner from Infineon. Haven't really talked about him. And talking about Tweenix, he's actually one of 2 Tweenix cars in this All-Star race. Drivers like James McLeod, Dylan Poteet, they failed to make the All-Star race. Oh, actually, no, there are 3 Tweenix cars. I apologize. There's also Danny Wells in the 31, and he's 31st fastest on the track at the current moment. Somebody else just jumped up inside the top 10 in the speed charts, Jake Cole in the number 39. Jake Cole's been having a very, very difficult season of it as of late. But he is, he is not only about to get into 33, but he is also a former chaser in the Snickers Cup Series. Jake Cole, though, has been mired way down at the very bottom of the standings for a majority of this season. He would love to be able to use this All-Star race weekend to move himself up through the standings and maybe potentially get back into the chase for the championship for the 2nd straight year, as he just clocked the 4th fastest lap of the current moment. Right now, the top 4 in the speed charts are all drivers who are locked into the All-Star race and did not get in via the Snickers shootout. So it would be Jessica Shelton starting on point. James Silverfox would be 2nd, Roy Vidar with 3rd, and Jake Cole in 4th. 5th place would actually be another guy who's just jumped up into the top 10 speed charts, the Season 1 Snickers Cup Series champion, Dougie Shears, bypassing a former Snickers Cup Series All-Star race winner, Michael Norman, there in the North Korea colored Chevrolet. See if Dougie improves his lap here. Now, at that time, he was about a full second slower, 43.133. best lap of 42.975. Oh, and a new pole sitter. Jessica Shelton was just displaced by the Tweenix Chevrolet of Sean Galligan. Now, we know Galligan was atop the speed charts earlier, but he seemed to fall off, and now he's all of a sudden picked it up again. Here he is. 42.785, the fastest lap of the day now. And another driver just jumped up to the top 5 in the speed charts. Right there, Tim Walsh in the 42. He actually just jumped to second, did Tim. 42.869. So Tim Walsh in his return to the Snickers Cup Series, very nicely done, as I believe practice is now over. And it's going to be interesting to see if he and Trent Dunham work together. Wink, wink. They are going to be teammates out of Sega Motorsports. And I believe there are only there are 3 Sega Motorsports cars. The 8, of course, of Andrea Eriksson. But this practice session is complete. And let's take a look at just exactly where everybody is going to start. It's going to be an all-Chevy front row. Tweenix Racing's Sean Galligan will start on the pole position. Sega Motorsports Chevy of Tim Walsh will start in second. Michael Norman Motorsports Chevy of Jessica Shelton will start third. And the Audi of James Silverfox will start in fourth. Roja Vidar will be fifth. Sixth will be Jake Cole. Seventh is going to be Dougie Shears. Cole Daly in eighth. Ninth, Ian Dutta and Mary Cole will be 10th. Bob Jones will be in 11th. 12th will be Madison Sieber. 13th will be Dylan Young. 14th, Charles Jackson. 15th will be Joshua Collard, 16th Noah Hart, 17th Joshua Michaels, 18th Kyle Corbett, 19th Megan Atkins, and the top 20 will be completed by Harrison Langford. Kyle Matthews will be in 21st, 22nd Dylan Schwallenberg, 23rd will be Andrea Eriksson, Chris Washer will be in 24th, 25th Michael Norman, 26th place Sean Henley, Charles Sanford in 27th, and Danny Wells will be back in the 28th position. And then, of course, 29th will be Austin LaPlante, 30th place will be Zach Hamlin, and 31st will be Trent Dunham. So 3 Chevys up inside the top 3 for this race, all 3 out of different Chevy teams, and then the Audi of James Silverfox and the Ford of Rohit Vidar. As a matter of fact, I'm looking here, the top 8 are all drivers from different teams. Next driver, Cole Daly, is a teammate to Austin LaPlante in 9th position. Those two are actually going to start behind each other, I believe, too. Oh, nope, LaPlante, I'm sorry. LaPlante is actually starting in the 29th position, so it doesn't really matter that he has 7th fastest lap, but it means he has a fast car nonetheless. So you're taking a look here at your official practice results, or qualifying results I should say, and Sean Galligan will start on the pole position for the All-Star race alongside of Tim Walsh. So sure to be a wild All-Star race weekend. I'll be joined by Dylan Poteet as always for the 3 All-Star races. Hope you'll tune in for those as you now see your official qualifying results for all 3 of those events. If you haven't seen the qualifying sessions for Mobile and Oreo Truck Series, they're already uploaded, so you can head over and check those out as well if you're in those All-Star races to see where you will be starting. And we hope to see you guys here soon. The All-Star races are next on the schedule here before we leave M&M Super Speedway and head to the second half of the regular season for Oreo, Mobile, and Snickers Cup Series action. You've been watching Production on the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.